Good afternoon. So our submission is going to be very, very basic and simple, I think, and there's nothing technical in it, because I don't know anything about the technologies, and I love fudge cake too. It's chocolate in it. But Dorje Denma Ling is, we own about 400 or 500 acres up there where we do different programs. And we're not just a center for programs where we have a community from actually all over the world for some programs. We have probably a direct database of 10,000, but an overall database of 100,000 people who come for different meditation programs or training programs and professional development programs as well. But they also, it's more than a program center. A lot of people, a lot of families have started to sort of move here because of Dorje Denma Ling. And the key principles that we apply in these programs is that things that foster the inherent human wisdom and compassion that exists in all of us. And the Shambhala community or Dorje Denma Ling is not particularly just unique about it. It's many groups and of course I recognize that basically human beings have actually a lot of wisdom and compassion, and that leads to awareness and caring for each other and for the world we live in and the environment that we have. So that's sort of a key central element, and all those people, the 100,000 people or those who want to move here, and there's a lot of families who like to move here, who buy land for their children to actually live here and create good community that cares for each other. So they would be all very heavily impacted, because for them it's very central to create good community that cares, and particularly that looks at a long-term view too for the children, really. That if we do something that we are not sure if we can reverse it, like for example we can plant another flower bed, and next year we can change it into a vegetable bed or into a grass, or we can clear cut the forest. Well, that's maybe a few generations before we might bring that back to a good forestry situation. But fracking, we don't know if it's actually reversible at all. And so that is very irresponsible in some ways, and is not taking a long-term view. So our approach is basically that a healthy community, a good community, cannot be based on principles that take the individual short-term gain as the first reference point, but a long-term caring gain that looks at our future generations, which will probably have not a very easy time anyway with all the environmental issues that are rolling in on us. And to add something that we don't know would be very irresponsible, would be very short-term and not looking out for the future and future generations, which is sort of at the center of creating a good community, and that's what we are about. So that's roughly the basic topic of our presentation for that. I don't think I have to add anything more.